In life, you will suffer one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Health, Healing, and Happiness. Today, we're going to talk about another big key for happiness. That is why we get depressed. Now, one of the keys of what I figured out in life, one of the things that causes big depression in my life was regret. So why? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. All right. There's you as a person, right? You as a person, and this you as a person, you have your thoughts, your emotions, your passions, your true passions, and your true feelings, how you feel. All right, and when you have you wake up and you have these thoughts, these emotions, these passions, these true feelings. And when you go through life and you don't follow these feelings, you tend to get depressed. So say what your thoughts are like, say you want to get healthy, quit smoking. Maybe you want to reconnect with a family member that you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe maybe you had a favorite, like a brother or sister, maybe your mother, father, cousin, aunt, uncle that you used to talk to all the time, had a great relationship. You guys got into a fight, and all of a sudden you guys didn't talk to each other for a month, or 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years goes by, 3 years goes by, and you want, and deep inside, your true feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, you want to call this person, but you don't call this person. And you start feeling depressed about it. Or like I said, like if you wanted to get healthy. So for me personally, let's talk about me personally, maybe help you out. So one, I wanted to do my YouTube and business. I also wanted to get healthy. Three, let me see. And also, me personally, I also want to reconnect with family. So every time I kind of hesitated on these things, I would slip into depression, and then you start doing the things that, when you get depressed, makes you feel better, like eating and watching TV, and just start doing all the bad things, to get your mind, to get yourself, you try to give yourself little satisfactions to get your mind off of not wanting, for you not trying to achieve your goals. These are your goals. These are what you want to do. When you don't do the things that you want to do, when you don't go for it, you start slipping into depression. So why is what is the big problem? Why don't we do the things we want to do? Why do we have the problems? It should be really simple, right? If we want to quit smoking, it should be really easy to quit smoking. If you wanted to start eating healthy and start working out, it should be really easy, right? Well, one of the main problems of why we have these problems is this guy right here. Your brain. See, your soul, you as a person, this is where you reside, in your heart. You know, and these are where your true thoughts and passions reside. You have that feeling right here when you want to do something. You know, that's when you have your passion, when you want to do something right here. Your brain is constantly trying to talk you out of it. That's the problem right here, is your brain. See, that guy, that guy is the source of all your problems right here. That guy right there, because your brain has certain, it has like a job to do, certain jobs, and so let's go through some of the jobs. Let's see. So one of the main jobs your brain likes to do is it likes to conserve energy. You know, conserve energy. See, but that's because years of evolution, you used you used to need to save energy because you had to go out and pick fruits and berries for yourself, and you had to go hunting, and you never even knew if like maybe one day you might get chased by like a tiger or a jaguar or something. So your brain tells you need to conserve energy. You need to relax right now. You never know what's going to come up. There's nothing going to come up. We know how life is nowadays. You go home, you sit down in a nice, climate controlled room. You got a nice comfy lazy boy or a nice comfy bed. There's no reason to conserve energy. You sleep 8 hours. Everybody's good. You can risk burning some energy to get yourself healthy and start going to the gym or working out or exercise. So don't let your brain tell you, it's better to just go home and sit on the couch and eat some junk food, because it really isn't. Your brain will put you in a bad spot. And it's gonna do it time over time again. Another thing that your brain messes you up on is your brain has a very addictive behavior. So once your brain likes something, it's going to ask for it over and over again. When it likes to sit down and watch TV and eat junk food all day, it's going to tell you, I know inside you really want to go to the gym and you really want to get healthy, and the doctor was telling you have all these health problems, but you know what? I really want those that ice cream and those chips and that Italian beef from Bertil's. Ooh, let's go get one of those. So your brain, falls into this addictive behavior. And even though you as a person, deep down inside that you need to start eating healthy and start working out and doing these things or quit smoking, your brain has this addictive behavior and says, sit on the couch, man. Remember yesterday we had those big, order those wings again. We love those wings. Order the wings this time order extra ranch sauce. You're emotional right now. You're having bad. You're feeling depressed. Let's go to those old addictive behaviors and it'll make you feel better. But then what happens, you wake up the next morning, you're back with your true thoughts, your true emotions, and you're feeling depressed and you're going to come right back into this addictive, bad cycle that you're in. And it's all because of your brain. Your brain has this bad addictive behavior. You know what I mean? So you got to recognize this. The third thing that your brain does to you to keep you in depression, it's one of the worst things ever. Fear. Oh, your brain loves fear. When you want to do those things and you want to make those reconnections, with the lost loved ones or something like that, your brain constantly tell you, no, don't do it. It's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. Don't call that person. Your brain loves using this against you. Your brain loves using that against you. But what I learned is that on the other side of fear is greatness. All these things was keeping me from starting this YouTube channel, man. Especially this right here, fear. But on the other side of fear is greatness. On the other side of fear is greatness. And the same thing when I did a little bit of MMA, you know what I mean? You have a fear. I had to quit my job. Man, imagine that fear. Quitting your job and just not knowing what the future holds. But on the other side of fear is greatness. A lot of things was achieved from that, So just keep chasing your dreams, man. Don't let this fear get to you. Don't This fear is fake. Your brain is throwing these things at you. Your brain is throwing these things at you for you as your soul cannot achieve your passions, your dreams, your thoughts, your true emotions. So that's the thing. You can't blame your brain, because your brain is all its job is to keep you safe. So it not knows what it does. It's trying to conserve energy. It has these addictive behavior, and it has a rise off of fear. It's just trying to keep you safe. So how do we override this? Well, I'm going to be talking about that later, a lot more later in like subconscious thinking. But here's one of the great ways to overpower your brain. All right, one of the main things to overpower your brain, one of the main things ever, discipline. Now, everybody hates that word. Like, we grow up hating this word. I know I grew up hating this word because, nobody wanted to be disciplined as a child. Nobody wanted to be disciplined. But discipline was, if it was done right, correctly, it was steering your child in the right direction. Now, let's think about what discipline consists of. What makes discipline? Determination. Sorry about my spelling and my writing. And commitment. That's what drives discipline. That's the fuel for discipline. Determination. You're determined to do these things that you want to do, and being committed to it. That right there is the fuel and the fire for discipline. That right there will overpower your brain. See, we got to reprogram our brain. This, all these bad things to keep you safe. We need to reprogram these things, because that's keeping us from our goals in life, from the things that we want to do. From whatever it is that you want to do. I know that all these things kept me from what I wanted to do. But we got to get rid of these things. All that stuff. Get rid of that stuff. That stuff will keep you in a depression mode. And you see, that's the thing, is that you keep on walking around, just like me. You walk around like, oh, I'm fine, yeah, how's everything? How you doing today? Oh, I'm great. Even though today was another day I didn't do my YouTube. Or today's another day where I passed up on the gym. And today's another day where I never made that phone call. So what happens? So you're not going to be truly happy until you follow your true thoughts, your true emotions, your true passions, your true feelings. You're never going to get rid of this and shake this. You'll shake it the second you follow your thoughts, and that's the only way you're going to follow. All right, so there you go. That's how we beat depression. You got to beat it with discipline. At the beginning, I pointed out to this board. This is my motivation board. It sits right outside my bedroom, and I look at it every time I have to go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen, walk right past it. I told you at the beginning. In life, you will suffer one of two pains. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. Going to the gym. Eating healthy. Picking up the phone. Saying you're sorry. But the pain of regret weighs tons. Divorce. Bankruptcy. Heartache. Loneliness. Regret weighs tons. So don't regret. Do what you need to do. Stay disciplined. Stay determined. Have determination. And stay committed. But thank you guys for coming with me on another episode of Health, Healing, and Happiness. And if this resonated with you, if this felt great, if this helped you, please Press the like button. If you want to see more of this stuff, press subscribe so you can see more of this stuff. Next, I'll be talking about our subconscious mind, and we're going to be talking about eating healthy and all kinds of good stuff. So hopefully to see you soon, and peace.